Hello, race fans. We are here at Daytona International Speedway for the eNASCAR Heat Offline Series Daytona Clash. Now, these 14 drivers were voted in with the exception of 2 of them. They are based on your votes. You put them in. Those 2 drivers that did not get put in, their teammates had a talk and just decided to put their teammate ahead of themselves. So let's get over today's starting lineup here. On the pole is the number 22 of Dakota Honaker, and to the outside of him is the number 9 of Cam Cleary. Row 2, we have the number 47 of Aero Racing Designs, and the outside of him is a 59 of Jimmy Tessner Jr. Row 3, we have the 17 of Tyler Barclay, and the outside of him is the 48 of Slow Motion. Row number 4 is the number 8 of Connor Cummins, and the outside of him is the number 21 of JC 1997. Row number 5 is the number 14 of Chemo Cup Series Kyle Morris, and the outside of him is the number 42 of Prime Speed. Row number 6 is the number 20 of Julian Beeston, and the outside of him is the number 44 of Billy Workman. And rounding out your starting lineup for today's clash is the number 27 of Kyle Danielson, and the outside of him is the number 32 of Super Squad Papito Perez. And there's a good look at your whole field for this clash. Now, how the drivers came about is all drivers that wanted to take part in this series, they had to name 5 teams they wanted to race for out of the 14 teams in this series. The 14 teams are Team Penske, Junior Motorsports, GTG Doherty Racing, Levine Family Racing, Roush Fenway Racing, Hendrick Motorsports, Richard Childress Racing, Wood Brothers Racing, Stuart Haas Racing, Chip Ganassi Racing, Joe Gibbs Racing, Richard Petty Motorsports, Germain Racing, and Go Foss Racing. Each team had to pick 2 drivers, and we held a draft about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and now we are here. You'll see the other drivers for this in the Daytona duels. Team Penske does so. Everyone has 2 drivers. The duels will be on Sunday. That will determine the Daytona 500 lineup, with the Daytona 500 happening on Tuesday. As we have the clash and the duels are non-points races. The Daytona 500 kicks off the points racing. The season schedule does have a 14 race schedule. Or regular season's 14 races.
Drivers, start your engines!
There is the command for the clash. As I was saying, 14 race regular season, start with the points racing starting at Daytona. 14 race regular season starting at Daytona, and the regular season will end at Bristol. It will be a Bristol night race / throwback. The reason why I picked Bristol as the throwback race instead of Darlington, which is the first playoff race, is because Darlington being the playoff race, we're gonna have the special playoff spoilers and those fancy colors on those spoilers, and I don't think they would look good on throwback cars, so we're gonna do our throwback night at Bristol. The top 10 in points when the regular season finishes will qualify for the playoff. So there is no win in regular season. However, for the playoffs, it is a win and you move on. So the 3 playoff races are Darlington, Indianapolis, and Watkins Glen. Any playoff driver who wins that race will go get a chance to race at Homestead, Miami for the championship, as there will be 4 drivers that'll race for that championship. Obviously, at Homestead, the first playoff driver to cross that line will be determined the champion. As we're finishing up our pace lap here, pace car is set to pull in here as Daytona Honaker and Cam Clear looking to take the green flag. And green flag is in the air. We are underway with the clash. Three wide battle to start, but Cam Clear's not in a good position at the moment here, as he is being left out high and dry on that high side. Right now, Air Racing Designs leads him down the backstretch, but here comes Tyler Barclay on the inside, looking for the lead. Going in turns 3 and 4 for the first time in this clash. Tyler Barclay off turn number 4. Can he lead the first lap? Because here comes Connor Cummins. Oh, it's too close to call, but I do believe Tyler Barclay did get to lead that first lap. As here comes the 8 of Connor Cummins now, charging up to the front with Kyle Morris behind him. Now here comes Julian Beeson going to the inside. Can Connor Cummins throw the block down low? He will, to try to slow down that momentum. Connor Cummins, your leader. Here comes Julian Beeston going down to the inside in the number 20 car, as he's got Kyle Danielson in the 27 coming back right with him. Air Racing, what a diving move. Did just barely got it to the low side in front of Cam Cleary. Right now is Julian Beeston with the lead, and here comes JC to the inside of the 27 of Kyle Danielson. This is a 20-lap race, just so everyone knows right now. Julian Beeston sitting comfortable in the lead, but at Daytona, you can't get the lead, can't be too far away from the rest of that field. You have to have the draft to help you out, as Billy Workman in the 44 now coming along in the second spot, with Super Squad in third in that 32 car. And Looks like Aero Racing Design is going to make his way back towards the front. Here comes Cam Cleary trying to get back to the front where he started. And Billy Workman in the 44 now taking the lead in turn 3. Aero Racing's going to take the high line. Here comes Cam Cleary. He'll get underneath, and Kyle Danielson's joining. Jimmy Tesner as well in the number 59. Oh! Billy Workman tried to throw in a block on Cam Cleary, but Cleary had too much of a run. So Cleary's going to get the lead now in turns 1 and 2. Billy Workman going to try to get down to the bottom. Looks like he's able to this time around. And now he's going to challenge for the race lead once again. Whoa, a little bobbled up there towards the back of the pack. That's the 32 of Super Squad. He is slow right now. On the apron, something's going on with the 32 car. As we are staying green. And Dakota Honecker going up to the front, your pole sitter for this race. So looks to be a tough break for the 32 Go Fast entry of Super Squad. Hopefully they get it ready to go for the duels and the Daytona 500. Some three wide battles here. Dakota Honecker, your leader. Aero Racing Designs back there for second, helping him with the draft. Battle for third is between Tesner and Prime Speed in the 42 and 59 cars. So right now, Dakota Honecker is your leader. Aero Racing Designs in second. Third, looking like Prime Speed in the 42 with Tesner in fourth, Cam Cleary fifth, JC sixth. Julian Beeston now in 7th, Billy Workman in 8th, Kyle Danielson 9th, Tyler Barclay rounds out your top 10, Connor Cummins in 11th, 12th is Kyle Morris, 13th is Slow Motion, and the 32 of Super Squad, Papito Perez, is not having a good day with this clash. Unfortunately, tough break. Dakota Honecker holding them up, holding the whole field off right now in that 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang. Here comes Prime Speed to the inside in turns 1 and 2, looking for the race lead. Looks like he'll have it coming off turn 2. As Tesner PC looking to make it 3 wide. Prime Speed's going to stay down low. That'll pull JC, Julian Beeston, and Tyler Barclay. Now Kyle Danielson joins that inside line. JC moves up, but does that leave enough room for Julian to get by on the inside? It looks like it. Prime Speed getting away a little bit, but don't get used to it because I know everyone will catch right back up to him as I say it. Julian Beeston almost on his back bumper. Actually, pretty much on his back bumper right now in that 20 car. He's going to look to the inside. into turns 1, 3, and 4, actually. Julian Beeston now takes the lead. As we are going to approach the halfway mark. Halfway, here is your current top 10 right now, with Julian Beeston in the lead, Tyler Barkley second, Kyle Danielson third, it's Honaker fourth. The fifth place is the 9 of Cam Cleary. Sixth was Prime Speed at the line, then Workman. So here's how they mark the top 10 here. At the halfway mark, Julian Beeston was the leader. Cam Clear was marked as 6th. Kyle Danielson was marked at 3rd. Billy Workman was 7th. 2nd was Tyler Barkley. 4th, Dakota Honaker. GC 1997 in 8th. Prime Speed was back in 5th. And the reason why we checked the halfway mark is because during the races, the points races anyways, the halfway, once we reach halfway of each race, it's 10 bonus points for the leader at the halfway marker. It's basically like a halfway, kind of like stage racing, sort of. Well, we only award the top 10 bonus points, with 2 bonus playoff points that could help if you make the playoffs. Of course, the race winner gets 5 playoff bonus points. So Cam Cleary is your leader right now at the moment. They're going to have to make pit stops here shortly, so this will change a lot of things here, as we'll go through the running order before we have pit stops in about another lap or 2. Cam Cleary, the leader. Julian Beeston, 2nd. Kyle Danielson, 3rd. JC 1997 in 4th. Prime Speed in 5th. 6th looks like Tyler Barkley. 7th, Dakota Honaker. Billy Workman in 8th. Aero Racing Designs in 9th. And Jimmy Tessner Jr. rounds out your top 10. Connor Cummins, Kyle Morris in slow motion. And Super Squad's back onto the track. He's about 5 laps down. I believe pit stops are being made here. Yep, first round of pit stops amongst your leaders. Let's see how much this changes here. Julian Beeston in the 20 is currently the leader, but I'm sure these top 4 guys will be coming out for pit stops, and it looks like that they are. Dakota Honaker way back there in 5th. Everyone's coming down for pit stops, and so is Tyler Barkley. So 4 of the top 10 came down for the first round, and here we go for the second round. Kyle Morris is also coming in the 14 Stuart Haas entry. Tough break for Super Squad in that Go Foss entry 32 Ford Mustang. Let's see if he can get a better start for the Daytona duels in the 500. And out of those top 4 that pitted the first time around, Aero Racing Designs came out first. Billy Workman was next in line, then Tessner and JC. In the second round of pit stops, looks like Julian Beeston was the first to come out in the 20 car. Now the question is going to be how long can he hold on to that lead before some of these other cars come after. So right now, Julian Beeston still the leader. Kyle Danielson in second. Third is Tyler Barclay. Prime Speed in fourth. Aero Racing Designs in fifth. Sixth is JC. Seventh is Jimmy Tessner. Eighth is Billy Workman. Ninth is Cam Cleary. Dakota Honaker rounds out your top 10. Connor Cummins is back in 11th. Kyle Morris in 12th. Slow Motion in 13th. In Super Squad in 14th. In a battle for the lead, Kyle Danielson. Look at underneath. The 20 of Julian Beeston. He will have the lead. Coming off turn 4. As we have 3 laps remaining. Actually, 4 laps remaining, my bad. So Kyle Danielson and Julian Beeston have a good gap in between from third, which is actually Air Racing Designs right now. Here comes JC making a run at it for fourth. And then 21 Wood Brothers Racing entry. Tyler Barclay going to fall back to fifth. As we're approaching 3 laps to go this time by. Dakota Honaker struggling in the number 22. He's now falling back. Right now, as it stands, Kyle Danielson, the leader. Julian Beeston in second. Air Racing Designs in third. JC in fourth. Tyler Barclay in fifth. Cam Cleary in sixth. Tessner seventh. Prime Speed in eighth. Billy Workman in ninth. Connor Cummins now rounds out your top 10 with Kyle Morris in 11th. Dakota Honaker in 12th. Slow Motion in 13th. And Super Squad to round out the field. 2 to go this time by for Kyle Danielson. Can he hold off Julian Beeston to get the win here in the clash? Super Squad just throws a block in there. Oh my goodness, Super Squad, many laps down, just decides to throw the block in there. Kyle Danielson says, I'm going to get by you this time down the backstretch. And here comes the rest of the top 5. They're trying to gain ground on the top 2 here. White flag this time by for Kyle Danielson. So far, holding that lead pretty strongly. Does Julian Beeston have anything left? Oh, here comes Aero Racing Designs. Tyler Barclay going to join in the fray. Going into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. Can Kyle Danielson hold off Aero Racing Designs? Here goes the move. Coming to the line. The winner will be... Oh my goodness, too close to call. Who's it? Aero Racing Designs just sneaks in for the win. So congratulations to Aero Racing Designs for winning the Daytona Clash. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Daytona Duels. Daytona Duels are tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that. And as always, you can follow the official series channel on Twitter at Heat eNASCAR. And of course, subscribe to TNT Motorsports Network and follow him at Manian Devil 56 for more.